What gets me up in the morning is being able to witness aha moments of the people we work with. So a lot of people in environment go into environment because they like the plants and animals. So initially, ako rin, I wanted to protect sharks. And then the longer I stayed in the field, the more I realized that I want to work with people and not animals.
Sorry.
No, but it's unique because a lot of scientists and biologists, they just want to stay out in the field, work with the animals and plants. But for me, it's really more about the people and the communities. I think I'm naturally like a community builder, which I didn't realize until much later na ito talaga yung gusto kong gawin. And we do a lot of environmental education programs where we take people snorkeling, we teach people about climate change, about corals, and ang dami. Most of the people in our programs have never been in the sea. So 70 to 90%, we always do a survey. So 70 to 90% of our programs, yung participants never pa yan nakapunta sa dagat. And they live near the coast or by the coast. So being able to witness how something clicks in their head and their eyes light up na, ang ganda ng dagat, ang daming isda. Like, so, ako naiiyak pa rin ako pag nakakakita ko ng mga tao who get so inspired. And then their lives start to change because they see the world with different lenses. So they become more empowered, they become more confident. We've been working with a lot of teachers, teaching them about climate change. And when they tell us na, oh, we taught 300 students in our school about climate change and what we can do about it. That is what keeps me going. And even if there are a lot of difficult days and difficult moments, when I remember those things, then parang, okay, kaya pa to.
It's
kaya
enough to sustain you through the worst of it.
I always say that I like that in my head, I'm being part of the solution. Because everyone, every time I worked in an LGU, and right away when they say, ano bang problema ng LGU? And they're gonna say, traffic ang number one. And then I'll say, that's why we need to have more people on bicycles because that means you'll be one less car. So when I, knowing that I always say, I want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So that's one. Two, I know that it's like you're leaving a mark. You're doing something good for the environment. You're doing something good for the community. You're doing something good for yourself. No maintenance. It's healthy. You're happy. You're happy because of the happy hormones when you're
rush.
Yes. So that's something that really makes me like what I'm doing, while I'm on a bike.
Siguro it's making a difference, no? Every time kasi naniniwala ako ng pulso ng tao ay nasa ground, nasa community, wala sa taas, kundi nasa community siya. And I love seeing na may mga difference akong nagagawa. Yung may ownership sila, yung masaya sila, dahil parang na-enhance yung mga meron sila na hindi nila akala na meron sila. It really matter na makreate ako ng advocates pagdating sa mga tao may kapansanan, na katulad ko, na hindi ang tingin sa amin ay mula ulo hanggang paa, na ang pagtingin, kaawa-awa, pagtingin, wala kang magagawa. Ang pagtingin, parang palamunin ka ng society o parang nakatanghod na lang ang kamay. So gusto kong makita nila from a different perspective na productive members of the society ng mga katulad namin nasa sektor na may kapansanan. And yun yung paunti-unti, hindi agad-agad. No, yun yung gusto kong makita. Sabi ko nga, progressive realization palagi. And inclusion, hindi naman siya in just a snap of our finger, pero una maalis yung negative perception nila tungkol sa aming mga may kapansanan.
Gusto ko mag-big picture rin tayo na looking back through history, yung Philippines, how far it's also gotten in terms of human rights, diba? Yung suffrage and also even a lot more job opportunities have been open to women. Meron namang progress, right? All the way from, Spanish times, pre-colonial times. But I wanted to ask kung ano yung takeaways niyo from that progress. Like, we have achieved much, but what still needs to be done, and where do you think we are now? And where should we be headed? What does that future look for you, for women?
In terms of takeaway, I'll say that through the years, it's a very big jump to see that there are more women now on the road.
Yeah.
More women, or for example, to have an active transport specialist in the office to with that kind of job, because usually
Right.
transportation, you'll think that it's a man's job.
Male
you know,
dominated,
yeah. But in terms of what needs to be done, there's still a lot to be done in terms of education, raising awareness. Something that I've been trying to do with workshops, and even when we do conduct the bike lessons. The bike lessons, it's not just about teaching them how to bike, but we also teach why we're doing it and the importance, the benefits. So we talk about how to be a voice. We talk about the importance of women empowerment, of how that freedom, the freedom of being who we are and pushing for what we want, no?
Napaka-importante na hindi lang kasi ang nakakaalam ng mga batas na meron tayo. Kasi napakarami na nating batas no? Kung batas na gender. So, dapat in-invite natin din ang mga lalaki at babae o LGBTQ, no? Para alam nila na may mga scenario o may mga instances or mga experiences na na-experience ang bawat isa para naiintindihan ng bawat isa kung saan din sila nanggagaling. At yung batas na nandiyan, sa tingin ko, ito ay mas strictly enforced kung mismo ang mga officials na dapat na nagpapatupad nito ay naiintindihan din nila at hindi sila resistant dun sa change kasi mababawasan yung budget nila, hindi sila priority, no?
And in terms of what still needs to be done, for me, we need more allies, especially men, to be allies and advocate for us also and other genders, not just women, but like you said earlier, the LGBTQ community. And we have to understand that no matter what job we have, meron tayong magagawa. Like, a lot of people say, I want to join an NGO, ganyan. I'm like, no, don't. Stay where you are and make a difference in your field.
Yeah.
Kasi if lahat tayo sa NGO, it's not gonna work. We need people in media, in corporations, in schools, in governments to do the right things.